All right, so I think it's streaming this time. Let's see when YouTube comes up with the thing. Oh, if it's streaming. Okay, now it's come up with the thing. So, yeah, linking OBS to YouTube. I don't think it really likes it when I just like connect into the account. It likes it when I do the stream key. So this is like the third time I've tried to do this dang stream. And yeah, just before it's like, and it did this when I was streaming before as well. Is price just like stopped moving. I wasn't showing my P&L and stuff, and I think that's just a stupid thing. Hope it's not a trade bug with trading. Anyway, this is monk mode where I don't add any indicators. I never use indicators anyway. Don't do indicators. I don't do drawings, and I don't place any trades. I just have to see how things are going. And you can see I've got some trades open now, but I don't open any trades once I've started monk mode. So I did these entries before I started, but monk mode officially begins when the video starts streaming. Now, why did I take these trades? Good question. So MNQ, what I'm trying to do is like compare slightly higher time frames. So MNQ, my freaking mouse is lagging on the 15 minute. Oh, stop lagging, mouse. Okay. That does not look good for a long position. A while ago it was looking good because of this. Um, Now it's not looking good. Um, could just be a pullback. Could hit my stop loss. Who knows? Gold, I've gone in short, which overall looked all right, but still it's like, you know, on a day or something, it's been going up. So really what I should have done, and I had this written in my last session, is with my long, I should wait for it to break uh, support, then keep shorting. And then for gold, I should wait for the bullishness to return or like break above support here and then go long. And I did not do either of those. I just like went shopping, went to my computer, and then like made some impulsive trades, and that's what happened. I'm very sorry that anyone who watches this that my tone of voice is like very unknown stuff. That's because I went to have like a nap for a bit, but I ended up just doing more music work because I needed to get these musical ideas written. I can't just like keep it all in my head, and I think I actually would have got less rest if I didn't write that down. Like I got some more peace of mind by actually writing down my thoughts. Where's my lighter? Um, where is it? There. No, that's the same color as my lighter, but it's not my lighter. Oh gosh, I'm scatterbrain. Gee, is it in my pants? I bet it was in my pants. Not. Where's my freaking lighter? Oh my gosh, where did I put my lighter? Near the stove? Electric stove. Sorry, my lighter's about. Is it on my bed sheets? Oh my gosh, I've lost my lighter. Is it under this book? No. Where's my lighter? This is not fitting. Oh, there it is. Under the bed. Losing your lighter is not good monk behavior. You know, you should be in front of what you're meditating on. Yeah, so time to light some incense. There we go. Maybe I should open Discord and I don't know, everyone on the other side of the world is asleep. So, no, I don't need to tell anyone. Just let the viewers come to me. Now look at this on gold. I should have not gone in short. Really should have waited. Oh wait, that's the 15-minute. Yeah. And here maybe I should have gone short. Well, it looks like it might be making a bullish return. Let's look at gold again on the 1 minute. It could possibly keep on going short, but uh, we'll yet to see. Oops a daisy. Anyway, I think I'm best off looking at NQ. That's the main one that I need to uh, meditate on. And what were we doing? We were supposed to be shorting, that's right. But we had like all of this upward movement here. That's not what the 15 minutes said. The 15 minutes said, yeah, dude, we're mostly going down. I wonder what the hourly says. I need to get rid of these trade markers. Now you can't see this part of the window, it's hidden from the stream, but it's just me saying to do this. There we go. No trade markers. So yeah, on the hourly, I think it's actually more clear. My mate Sid, he was saying like, look at the 15, the structure, and I was thinking, yeah, that's good. Maybe the hourly is too too abbreviated because like a lot can happen in an hour's worth of candles. Um, but now I'm thinking maybe the hourly is good. I'm gonna look at gold on the hourly as well. Get rid of these. I should make that default actually to get rid of these markers. Done. So actually going short on the hourly does seem somewhat reasonable actually. It's very tight. I don't know what that would actually look like in perspective here. So it kind of looks all right. There's that's a trending down candle. Even though it's got a big upper wick, you know, it went down and then closed up there. But still, we're seeing lower closes and we're seeing lower lows from here on. So that's the beginning of this hour. So the past 5 hours, it's been getting a bit more bearish. So I think there actually is like all right reason to say to go short here. But if we look at like say this candle, it's like this one went up and down. That was very indecisive. And we're still in the context of past several hours prior, mostly bullishness. Looks like NQ's making some profits now. What's happening here? Let's look at 1 minute. Yeah. Now there really is a temptation that once if I reach this target, is to enter another trade, but I have to not do that. I don't know how long I'm gonna do monk mode today. You know, London session apparently it goes on until like about midnight in my time, and uh, I don't know if I actually want to do it for that long because I'm quite exhausted and I have to be very careful to not burn out. Um, so, um, I'm going to open a new chart, but just on my other monitor, so you won't be able to see this. This is just for me to refer to the 15 and 60-minute charts. Oh shit, I didn't mean to move that. Shit, 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 shit. How many points away was this? Shit, how? 2492625. Okay, great. No. 24926. Great. I accidentally clicked the marker that take profit. So I've got to open another chart on that screen. Gold. Go. 15. Say this is the default. So, yeah, I do think it was quite silly to go short on gold because when we look at 1 minute, we want 15 minutes. Wait, why are you so big? Wait, stop that. Stop being so big. Um, yeah, I think like what got me was I saw like this bearish candle and I was like, oh yeah, nah, it's all gonna reverse, which really was not the case. So it seems. It's this is quite sideways and slightly bullish, but still it was impulsive, it was risky. Uh, had many other factors going in my favor, going against my favor. Um, and yeah, MNQ on the hour. Once again, this is on the other monitor. On the hour shows some bullish potential, but it's in the context of well, it kind of slowed down. Like let's see if I can plot this out. Actually, I can probably uh where's the I can make this thing global. Okay, now let's look at my other chart. Uh, yes. Oh, actually, I don't want it to do that. Gee, if I make it global. Okay, here we go. So, oh, that's annoying. No, I don't want that. Oh, here we go. Global no time scroll. Great. So I can. Oh, yeah, I said no time. Oh, maybe this one. Global no time scroll. Great. Now let's go back. I have to resize all of this again. So now on this screen, if I drag this here, okay, so about bugger here, all of this so much sideways could be indicating that you know, what was before it was all this bearishness. There was so much bearishness, and then for a long time it moved very sideways. So it's like, well, is this upwardness like a new change of mind, you know? Were they just waiting for, you know, in the past 2 hours leading up to London, were they like, well, we want to move it up in London? Or were they buying so then they could uh, sell for London? Because I think like that's what people do is sometimes they move like contrary to how they want it to go at market open. So then when that session begins, they can move it even further in that direction. Alright, now let's turn off that time scroll and global thing. I'm really tired. Really, really, really tired. And I don't think I'm going to get any viewers because it's like different time on the other side of the world. And my P&L, how's that looking? Minus 400. That's a lot better. I think it was like minus 500 before. And I think that looking at the other time charts, the other time frames, did help. So I'll try to keep that in mind. I made a few notes about that, about determine the overall direction, because you know usually what I'd think is like well, I'd see like these big green bars and be like, oh yeah, no, it's totally reversing, um, which is not necessarily true. And on the on the smaller time frames, you know, you can zoom out and see the broader picture of direction, but there's still a lot of noise and stuff. So on the higher time frames, uh, you can get the overall direction, but on the lower time frames, you get the entry. Now that is a note that I should be writing down, but I'm too tired. I'll probably let this go until 8 p.m. and then I'm gonna have a rest. And if I get back into trading later, um, then I'll actually place my trade. So monk mode, unlike last week, monk mode was like 3 hours and only like 1.5 hours I was able to put into a video because I think I was streaming on Discord, but and I didn't record it. But now I'm streaming on YouTube, which automatically records it. Um, I don't know. It was something. I can't remember how it went. But the point is that, gee, what was my point? I'm so tired. Um, yeah, is that I'll only do a shorter amount of monk mode this time. And I'll just like minimize that window. I shouldn't be focusing on all the other windows and stuff. Shouldn't be focusing on the other monitor too much, other than to look at the other charts. And I have to stay focused. That's what monk mode is about. I can talk about other stuff, but it's only when I'm actually like looking at the charts. I have to allow the charts to be like something that I interpret like a work of art. So I have to like allow myself. It's like I look at the shape, I look at the details about all these wicks and where they are and pivot points and colors of the candles and the size of, and shape of the candles and like trying to like internalize it and see how the story unfolds and allow that to um to influence like how I think and of course how I speak. Because if anyone's going to view this, then you know what? Actually, during monk mode, I'm not gonna uh, respond to viewers at all. That's too distracting. So if I do get viewers, if people do chat in the chat, I don't care. It's just about the charts. And even though gold looks like it's recovering, uh, I don't want to look at it because I just need to look at one chart. And I even might remain silent, you know. That's what monks do. So, instead of just like talking all the time about what I'm doing, I mean, I did that last time to prove that I was at the charts. Oh, gold's recovering now. Sweet. See if it's that short-lived or not. Um, yeah, gold's doing pretty good now. See how we go. Yeah, I think once it's 8 p.m., I'll either get some more rest. Actually, I probably should rest. I'd like to trade and like say that well the trading will keep me awake, but I think I'm going to be trading to the best of my ability if I'm tired. I'm just going to be making poor decisions. I'm going to be impatient as well, and that's important. While the hour says bullish, the 1 minute says bearish. Actually, that is one thing I need to figure out is how to get uh, a grid of charts into one chart on NinjaTrader because it would be good if I can look at uh, several time frames. Oh, so you can't do that in NinjaTrader, but I've got this program. I think it's a Windows program. What's it called again? Power Toys. Yeah, Power Toys, and it has this thing called Fancy Zones, where I can split up my monitor into 4 zones, and then I can place these charts in the quarters, all tiled and nice like that. Even though it's not exactly looking at the charts, I will say this is part of monk mode. Just like getting some water is part of monk mode. Okay, now how do I do this? Gotta, I think that it was Command Shift, that weird apostrophe thing. Yes. Okay, now let's make a new grid. Uh, for charts Ninja Trader. That's what I'll call it. Um, Shift S. Shift. Okay. So, what the? Why is this not working? Ah, distracting me. It's freaking distracting me from my work. There we go. So, merge those. Merge those. Split like that. Split like that. Split like that. Target filled. Did I win or lose? Alright, save that layout. Wait a minute, I think this one didn't work for what's it called? For Ninja Trader. Crap. Try it anyway. No, it didn't work. Oh, that's right, I had to use a different app. Uh okay, cool. My total P&L dropped, which meant I won that trade. So I didn't check the P&L while I was doing all this hocus pocus. Okay, so not. I hope I didn't delete the other apps. So I remember I uninstalled a few. Let's close Fancy Zones. What's my start menu say about those apps? Snap It. I think that one worked. I'll have to remember which one works. Let's create a layout. This is the worst monk mode ever. So much distraction. Oh, that's right. Snap It was buggy as. I think it worked. I can't remember. Yeah, let's create a new layout. Oh, I forgot how to do this. Clear layout. Oh, no, I don't want to use this program. It's too complex. All right, what's a different one? Let's close Snap It. So I remember I had a few of these programs installed. Grid Move. I think that one might have worked. Oh yeah. Oh, that didn't work. What the hell? What's going on here? That sucks. That's horrible. Oh, hang on, maybe it's because Snap It is still open. Oh, now I don't even know where my bloody window's gone. It's hiding. Yeah, thanks, Obama. Let's close that one. Where did it go? Oh no! As we close. Ah, I closed the wrong one. Ah, you son of a. Now how's it gonna work on my freaking stream? I'll have to fix that up. Uh, okay. my stream working? Uh, yes, it's working. Good. Um, Now I have to open that other chart again. That should be on the 1 minute. Let's open up new chart. Put that on the other monitor. Look for a different app that's gonna not screw me over. So what do we have? We've got Snap to Fancy WM. I think that one worked. Yes, somewhat. Great. Okay, I think that's working. Except I don't want that to happen. Why did it do that? Ah, why do you have to make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like something you're not. It gets me frustrated. Oh, okay, that program sucks. Unless I can settings, interface, rules, advance, interaction. Oh no, this is horrible. It's another program that I had, which is the one that like actually kind of worked. Snap to window. Is that the one? Where's the settings for this? It's not even showing anything. In Window Pro. I remember no, was it? No, it wasn't just pin window. That one's in Japanese. I'll try grid move again now that. So, templates, four part. Ah, yeah, yeah, that's working. And now let's open some more charts and put those in the four corners of my screen. You can go down. You can stop being so big, you window. So, um, we have here new charts. So 15 minute. I think we want a 60 minute as well. We put that, where will we put that? I think the 60 should go there. The 15 should go in the upper left. And we'll get a 4 hour and a daily. Yes, Matthew, you are so intelligent. So intelligent. Let's get charts. Is going to be 4 hour, 240 minutes. That there. And then we're going to open another chart. And this is going to be the daily. See, working is actually like it's like monk-like activity. Monks, they work. Just sit around meditating. They like tend the garden and all that kind of stuff. I can turn off the sidebar on those charts too. Then I can save this as my template. Why does the information on the two? Ah, that would make sense. So, figure 4 hour and value. Oh, it doesn't have like a thing that shows all the stuff. That's weird. Anyway, this is great. This is so much better. Oh my gosh, this is gonna like save me so much like problems and stuff. I can get like greater context. And all the other trading apps are just so crap when it comes to this. Like, not even TradingView would allow things to be this organized and stuff. This is great. I wonder if there's a way to set up grid move on this screen so that I can have my charts and position stuff like that. And the problem is, I don't know if I can make this app different per screen, which is a trouble. I don't even know how to like create the templates. It's just like a perfect grid on my right monitor. You know, I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna test it on this monitor anyway. It's here. Okay, the Windows thing wants to do that. Not grid. So I don't know why it worked on my right monitor and not my left. Might have to find another program again to do this. Oh well, just leave it. Watch the price action instead. Gee, we've got another 19 minutes left. I probably should be doing this for longer. This has been not a very productive monk mode session, but I'm more prepared for next time. I guess I can look at those four other charts now and like begin my analysis and talk about it. So, what's happening? Daily looks like the past few days are quite choppy. Today, mostly bearish. Small lower wick on a bear, inside bear candle. 4 hours, we can see that lower wick in the past two 4 hour candles. The first is like well, they're just like pretty sideways, I guess, is all I can say. And on the hourly, you know, I kind of went into this on the hourly before, is like looks like there was like hesitation over a few hours, but then uh, it went up a bit, and now we're having a bear candle again. And on the 15 minutes, um, starting to look bearish. And we're about to hit my stop loss as well, it looks like. So what can I gain from this? I guess what I can gain is that the daily, hourly, and 15-minute are actually all bearish. The 4 hour, it is a green candle. It does have a higher high and higher low than the previous one, but it has both of them are very small, and the wick on the latest one is it's on the top, and the body is getting smaller. So what I can gather from this, and I've tried multi-time frame analysis in the past, but it was this method called the strat, and like I was only looking at like the last candle on each one, and it was very hard to get those synchronized. So rather than thinking, okay, it's just the most recent candle synchronized, to actually just judge the overall sentiment by looking at all of them and judging the sentiment from there. And then developing a bias, which can change. Um, but what I should be doing is finding a directional bias, even if there's like a lot of conflict between the charts, uh, which would like imply that price is consolidating or ranging. Well, that means I can either, wait for a breakout of that consolidation into another direction, or I can learn how to trade that range and looking at some of the, probably the smaller time frames. So like the 60 and the 15 could give me indication on what to do in that range if they're synchronized. Um, this is just stuff to ponder and to see how it would work out. All right, time to light some incense. Yeah, every other trading platform I've used either didn't do these charts as well as NinjaTrader did, uh, or I just didn't know how to do it. But it's a good thing I've got now. And I should probably link all these windows. There we go, link all, and oh wait, that changed the time frame as well. Oh bugger. And if I change that, no, no, I don't want that. I just want just want the chart linked. All right, stop that. It's silly. Um, going back bullish again. So, oh, that was the interval link. Okay, so what if we link it like this? Oh, yes, interval link and instrument link. Great. Great, that's all we need. And I'm going to test this by, actually, no, I'm not going to test it. If I just have them linked and they're all there, then they'll stay linked. Great. And I will save this template, and I will save this workspace. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Okay, now what it looks like is the 4 hour, hour 15 are all looking a bit more bullish. The day is an inside red candle with the body in like the top 60%, very small wick at the top, but a wick at the bottom. So, I think that implies that like price is going up. And over the past few days, uh, we are seeing higher highs and higher lows. Starting from what day is that? Um, from the 17th. So last week. Dang, that's looking good. Dang, I really wish I was placing more trades now, but this is monk mode. This is learning, this is observation. When I place trades, I create bias. So, when I don't place trades, I see things for what they are. Well, I do a better job of seeing things what they are. I'm always looking through my own lens of my own past experiences and uh, my preferences and all that. But placing trades, I think, it's when you act a certain way. You know, what Saint James says in his epistle. I believe it's to the Church at Jerusalem, or he was like the bishop of Jerusalem. He says, faith without works is dead. Because saying that you just believe something and you don't put it into action, you're not actually demonstrating that you truly believe it. And your actions kind of reveal what your beliefs are. So if I believe something's going up and I go long, then that is true. I do believe that it's going up. Therefore, I'm looking at the chart as if it's supposed to go up, and then like it goes down, and then I get this cognitive dissonance. I go, what's going on? And when you've got cognitive dissonance, well, then you're uncertain, and then when you're uncertain, that creates fear, and fear creates poor decision making, and then poor decision making creates 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 sorry, I just got a text message from an unknown number, so I deleted it. Um, Poor decision making creates uncertain results, and that makes you more uncertain, more fearful, makes you make more bad decisions. And uh, so, where did this all start? Um, that's right. So, you want to make sure that you're making the right decisions, because if you make a decision that doesn't line up with reality, then that is I don't mean to use such a harsh word, sin, but it's you are missing the mark. If you make a decision that doesn't line up with reality, then that means you believe that reality is something that it's not. And when reality starts acting in a way that doesn't go with how you actually see reality, what you believe about it, it's a cognitive dissonance. So that's why it's important to make the right trade, see the market for what it's doing before placing a trade. Uh, 'Cause otherwise, you're going to see the market as, hey, I think you're gonna go up, and if the market doesn't want to go up, then you've already put yourself into this belief that that's going up. Excellent. Okay, great. Now the 15-minute chart looks freaking great. All of them look freaking great. Everything looks super bullish right now. Uh, and I would love to place more trades, but that's not what monk mode is all about. And I think that means I actually won both trades. Now, if I wasn't in monk mode, I would have might have like changed my trades, you know. That's an important thing to know is you know, if I decided to like for example, actually MNQ got like very close. It got very close to hitting the stop loss. So I could have like left early, but instead I in the wisdom that I had gained, I had set up a grid on my other monitor. I looked at what was going on and I saw sentiment looking a lot more bullish, especially like when I saw these candles forming. And then I looked at the other charts. I was like, wait a minute, this is getting confirmed. Um, so that worked out, and I definitely learned something from this. I'll check OBS to see. Okay, it says I've been streaming for 53 minutes. It's currently 7:55, which means that my stream started 2 minutes after London opened, and I'll probably see this probably just until 8 p.m. So it won't be a full hour of streaming, but I'm just gonna like sit here and just observe. And you know, funny thing about this observation is like, yeah, even though 4 hour 15 show good bullishness, and the daily is showing that the inside red candle, that the lower wick is increasing and its body is decreasing. Still, I'm looking at the one and I'm saying, oh, you know, there's still these little movements that are going inside all of that. So I got to remember is like it's not just a matter of uh, everything says up, or that these little things saying down mean down. It's like they're all part of each other. All is one. Now, I was quite concerned about monk mode not going to be too great. 'Cause I was very distracted in the first maybe half and a bit, but it all worked out in the end. So I'm quite glad. And you know what? Freaking an hour's worth of streaming and video for monk mode is it's pretty decent. I don't have to go for 3 hours like I did the other day. And it is very important that I do not burn out. It's very important that I balance my lifestyle, that I actually eat and shower and clean my apartment and get outside, um, so I can focus on those things. And I don't even know if I will trade anymore today. Looks like I recovered, you know, a bit of the losses that I made today from poor decision making, but I just learned how to make slightly better decisions. Uh, Even though I didn't even make those decisions during this session, um, other than just like not cutting out that um, trade that looked like it might have lost. I think an important observation is when I was learning this uh, in the strat, they call it time frame continuity. Uh, which I think is actually really weak compared to multi-time frame analysis, which is much more broad. The time frame continuity in the strat is when they say, oh, just the recent candle on all of those higher time frames is the same. And it's like, well, when the hell's that gonna happen, you know? Um, and you start making compromises, just thinking like, oh, well, the hourly is a bullish green candle, and so is the 5 minute, even though everything else is all over the place. Um, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying, bugger. Whatever I said, you probably meant something. Let's retrace my steps. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel a bit smarter now, you know? I feel like future trading will be a lot better understanding price action by seeing all of these time frames and not looking for quote unquote time frame continuity, but looking for multi time frame analysis, uh, and waiting for things to synchronize. And that's how I can be more certain with my trades. When I see that synchronicity, when everything is going up or is going down, then I don't have to worry about everybody going in different directions. Or if like I'm just on the 1 minute and I see like this bearishness, uh, thinking, oh, do I want to short? Um, Seeing the grander picture. So very relieved. So we've hit 8 p.m. Is there anything else I need to say? I guess like this is a new candle now on the hour 15 and the 1. So I have to keep that in mind as well, is like what will new candles say in context of recent candles? But once again, it's like not just the recent candle, but everything else leading up to it uh, in those time frames, all of the market structure, and yeah, there was just so much I was missing out by just looking at the really small time frames, like 5 minutes and less. I thought it was going to get me somewhere, and I think it's pretty good to trade in them, to place your entries in the small time frames. Uh, but it's really not that great for just analysis, because if I like zoom out, it's like, dude, what the hell is going on? There are so many freaking swings and colors and everything. There's too much. So looking at the abbreviated form is a lot better. Is there anything else I need to say or reflect upon in monk mode? Yes, that is one thing. Actually, rhythm's so important. Rhythm and timing. Oh my gosh. So, given as it's Monday, today's like the first trading day. I know that like in the other part of the world they say it's Sunday, uh, but here, our time zone, we're in the future. Therefore, trading opening on Sundays, it actually opens Mondays here. Um, Same time, just different uh, uh, lens to see that time. Anyway, point is that on the weekend, I developed about four um, different ways of notating pitch in music. I got very uh, sick of the conventional way to do music notation. I personally see a lot of uh, errors in it. A lot of they say that music theory is descriptive, not prescriptive, but I find actually there are a lot of prescriptive elements into it that can actually inhibit you musically a lot. And I thought, how can I fix this up? Um, I worked out a way uh, to get rid of these presuppositions about how harmony should be and that kind of thing, and allowing harmony to be harmony, because we have an innate sense of pitch and rhythm and harmony. We don't need this stuff prescribed to us. We can discover it on our own. And I thought I didn't need to do the same with rhythm, but then I did realize actually even the conventional forms of rhythm for for music notation and music theory, they're actually very limited as well. Uh, Pretty much working on a basis that, well, look, music notation, it's based on the diatonical major scale, which is mostly accurate. That music mostly will, like even ancient music, uh, they've been able to like read the cuneiform tablets and stuff and see that they've arrived at the same conclusions that we have of a diet, not a diatonic, a Pythagorean scale, which is related to our major scale. I won't get into that. Um, so yeah, like ancient civilizations and civilizations that had like no contact with each other, uh, all came to the conclusion that the most harmonious scale is basically by stacking fifth intervals, uh, by seeing. I don't know, I won't get too much into it. But uh, yeah, there's this problem that we have in Western classical music and our musical conventions is that we esteem the major scale above the Lydian mode, and the Lydian mode, as George Russell really popularized for all the jazz guys. So you realize that that is actually a more accurate way to perceive harmony. The major scale actually, it's actually a little bit incorrect to use that as your basis of what's happening harmonically. Now, with the Lydian mode, you don't have to limit yourself to just the seven notes in it. Um, because like the way that it works by going beyond by stacking fifths is you actually get the entire chromatic spectrum. Um, where was I getting at with this? So yeah, that's one thing wrong with it. And I figured, okay, let's make a stave with seven lines, therefore we can fit 12 notes, 12 chromatic notes onto it. Make that into grand stave, use ledger lines, therefore we get four octaves of 12. Good stuff. And then things become more about interval instead of pitch and tone. So once again, seeing things through intervals is seeing the relationship between notes rather than just the notes on their own. And this goes with anything, whether it's music or not, is you need to see how things relate in context with each other and not just the thing isolated on its own. Otherwise, you're going to be limited and not seeing how things all fit together and work together. And yeah, then with rhythm, I noticed what I was saying is like, these things are true. It's like, yeah, music does work because of these intervals that work together, but you can't just be looking at it from that lens. You have to allow that lens, which is innate, to actually just be, and then you look at all of the details within that, and then see how it all fits in that context. You don't need to force a lens of this is how things work. You need to be able to open your mind a little bit and allow yourself to just naturally see, oh, this is all working together in this way. I don't see it. It's like forcing a relationship, you know? Uh, you can't do it. You have to appreciate what it is for what it is. And as I was saying, it's like rhythm, rhythm does work with division, but conventional music system, notation and theory, it works on a very strict way of division. It basically just divides things into either halves or thirds. Rarely it will divide things into like fifths and sevenths, but that's so freaking uncommon. Where the way I've gone about rhythm now is just the duration of the note, counting in units of one all the way up to 15, and then you can join them together. You can either add, like, if you want something to go for 16 counts, then you can add a 15 to a 1, or you could add, like, a 5 to a 10, depending, like, where you want the pulse of how that note continues. Now, where am I getting at this? The point I'm getting at is that there is rhythm in the charts. First of all, we're looking at time frames. So as I'm looking at my other monitor and I see, well, there's a daily and there's a 4 hourly, and there are three sets of, no, not three, 6 sets of 4 hours in a day. And then I'm looking at the hourly and it's like, well, there's 4 hours in a 4 hour chart. There's 24 hours in a 24 hour chart. Then I look at the 15. It's okay, well, there's four of those in the hour. There's 16 of those in a 4 hour. And there's a, hang on, times four. How many was there again? 24 times four. I don't know what 24 times four is, but there's that many 15 minutes. So, like, you get a rhythm for not just the time frames, but rhythm of the market, because different things happen in rhythm. There's pitch and harmony. What is harmony? It's not just a musical concept, but it is a what's going on here. This is all the big institutions, but those big institutions, they're still uh, doing all this stuff uh, based on what's the world happening, what's happening financially and economically in the world, which comes from like what society is doing. How is society uh, doing with the economy? Uh, are jobs are there more jobs? Are there less jobs? Are people getting paid less or more for their jobs? Uh, are people scared of the president of their country and what he's saying with other people? Are they confident? Who is confident? Who is not confident? All of this stuff. So that's harmony. And, you got to be not just in rhythm with the price action, but you got to be in harmony with it as well. Um, so, yeah, doing all this musical stuff, I believe it will help me with my trading as well. So, that's enough for monk mode. Thanks for tuning in. Let's end this stream. Let's see if anyone was actually... no views. Oh well, see you later.